You won't believe what just happened. Marcel Scott has been arrested again, and this time, the details are more shocking than ever. From his past run-ins with controversy to his latest legal troubles, this is a story you can't afford to miss. Is this the downfall of the love and marriage? Huntsville star? What exactly led to his latest arrest, and what does it mean for his future? Stay with me because the truth is finally coming to light. Marcel Scott, a name that has been both celebrated and criticized in the world of reality TV, has made a name for himself as a successful businessman, a devoted husband to Latisha Scott, and a man who never shies away from drama. But now, the spotlight is on him for an entirely different reason: his shocking arrest. Social media is buzzing with speculation, and fans are desperate to know what exactly happened. Was this just another misunderstanding, or is there something far more serious lurking beneath the surface? And, most importantly, could this be the scandal that changes everything for Marcel? In this video, we'll break down all the details: the arrest, the charges, the reactions from his wife and castmates, and what this could mean for his career and reputation. But be warned, the truth is even more surprising than you think, so stay tuned. Before we dive into the shocking details of his latest arrest, it's essential to take a step back and look at Marcel Scott's history with controversy. Trust me, this isn't the first time his name has been tied to scandal, and for those paying attention, this moment has been building for years. Marcel's shady business dealings as a real estate developer and entrepreneur have always raised eyebrows. He has positioned himself as a businessman with big ambitions, but with success comes scrutiny. Over the years, there have been whispers of questionable business practices, unpaid debts, and shady deals that didn't quite add up. Some sources claim Marcel has faced legal disputes involving his companies, while others allege he's been involved in financial mismanagement behind the scenes. While no major lawsuits have been made public, his business dealings have always been a point of concern. Could his recent arrest be tied to fraud, unpaid debts, or a business deal gone wrong? We'll dive deeper into that soon. And let's not forget the infidelity allegations that have hovered over Marcel's marriage to Latisha. Did their marriage survive the drama? Fans have been watching closely, and it seems like this scandal may just be the tipping point. This is the story that everyone is talking about, and it's only going to get more intense from here. Stay with me as we uncover the truth behind Marcel Scott's arrest and what it means for his future. Love and marriage. Huntsville fans know that Marcel Scott's marriage has been tested time and time again. His wife, Latisha Scott, has stood by his side through it all, but that hasn't stopped fans, and even some of their castmates, from accusing him of stepping out on his marriage. The rumors have been swirling for years, with allegations of mysterious side chicks, secret rendezvous, and even alleged proof that never quite made it to the public eye. Despite these claims, Marcel has consistently denied the allegations, but the drama surrounding his personal life has never truly disappeared. Now, things are taking an unexpected turn. Some sources are suggesting that Marcel's latest arrest could be linked to a domestic dispute. Could it be that something in his personal life finally reached a breaking point? Did his past finally catch up with him? Marcel's public persona versus reality is another big question. Is he really who he claims to be? If you ask Marcel, he'll tell you that he's a dedicated husband, a hardworking businessman, and a man of integrity. While many fans still support him, others have started to question if the image he presents on TV is really the full story. Over the years, we've seen multiple reality TV stars get caught up in their own lies, from financial fraud to infidelity and even arrests. Now, with Marcel's latest run-in with the law, people are starting to wonder if he's just another celebrity who couldn't keep up the faiate. So, what really happened? What led to his latest arrest? And what are the exact charges he's facing? After years of controversy and speculation, Marcel Scott's name is now tied to something much more serious: his latest arrest. The big question on everyone's mind is, what exactly led to this moment? Was it linked to his business dealings? Could it have been a domestic dispute? Or did something happen that no one saw coming? Let's break down exactly what went down the night Marcel found himself in handcuffs once again. The timeline of events and how it all unfolded. According to reports, the situation escalated quickly, and those who were close to the scene have described a chaotic, tension-filled night. Witnesses claim that police were called after an incident involving Marcel took a turn for the worse. Here's what we know so far. Late night trouble ***. Sources say that Marcel was out late when the incident occurred. Some claim he was at a private event, while others suggest he was involved in a heated altercation in a public setting. While details are still emerging, there are whispers that an argument may have escalated into something more serious, leading someone to call the authorities. The arrest ***. By the time police arrived, the situation had already spiraled out of control. Officers reportedly questioned multiple people before deciding that Marcel needed to be taken into custody. But here's where it gets even more shocking. Some sources claim that this wasn't just a simple misunderstanding. There are reports that Marcel might be facing more than one charge, and if these claims turn out to be true, he could be in serious legal trouble. What are the charges? ***. Speculation is running wild at this point. Some insiders believe Marcel may have been charged with disorderly conduct, while others are suggesting something far more serious. Among the rumored charges are disorderly conduct, which could mean causing a public disturbance, refusing to cooperate with law enforcement, or getting into a heated altercation. There's also the possibility of assault or a domestic dispute, especially given the past rumors about Marcel's personal life. Some are wondering if this arrest could have something to do with a fight or altercation with someone close to him. **Financial crimes ***. And here's a twist that no one saw coming. Some sources claim that Marcel's arrest might not even be related to a physical altercation, but rather a financial issue. Could this latest run-in with the law stem from his shady business dealings? If so, this would add a whole new layer to his already controversial reputation. At this point, no one knows for sure what the exact charges are, but it's clear that Marcel Scott's latest arrest is anything but ordinary. Whether this incident is related to his personal life, his business dealings, or something entirely unexpected, it has the potential to change everything for him. Fans and critics alike are waiting for the full details to emerge, and it looks like this is a story that's far from over. Scandal or legal dispute involving his business affairs. If that's the case, this could be the beginning of a much bigger legal battle for Marcel Scott. But one of the biggest questions surrounding his arrest is who made the 911 call that brought the police to the scene. Some theories suggest a witness was present. If Marcel was involved in a heated altercation in public, a bystander might have called 911, fearing things were escalating out of control. Another theory is that a close friend or family member could have been the one to alert authorities. Could someone from his inner circle have finally had enough? There are even rumors that a business rival may have tipped off the police. Here's where things take a turn. Some believe that Marcel's latest legal trouble might not have been spontaneous, but part of a larger effort to take him down. No matter who made the call, one thing is certain. Marcel Scott's world has just been turned upside down, and this arrest is going to change everything. But the biggest question remains: what happens next? Will he be able to clear his name, or is this the scandal that finally brings him down? Now that news of Marcel Scott's arrest is out in the open, it's sending shockwaves everywhere. From his personal life to his professional career, fans, critics, and even those closest to him are all wondering the same thing. How will this impact his future, and is this the scandal that will finally destroy everything he's built? Let's take a closer look at the fallout from his shocking arrest. The reaction, friends, family, and fans speak out whenever a public figure gets caught up in controversy. People have strong opinions. Marcel's arrest has sparked a firestorm of reactions, and not everyone is standing by his side. His family, when someone gets arrested, the first people to feel the impact are their loved ones. And in Marcel's case, his family might be feeling the pressure like never before. His wife, Latisha Scott, has remained tight-lipped about the situation so far, but let's not forget this isn't the first time Marcel has been linked to controversy. There have been endless rumors about their marriage, and some believe this arrest could push their relationship to the breaking point. His children, no matter what happens next, there's no denying that Marcel's children will be affected by their father's public scandal. The question is, how will this impact his role as a father? This could be a difficult time for his kids, especially if the legal troubles continue to escalate. His business partner Marcel has spent years building his business empire, but now that empire might be at risk. Will his business partners and investors still want to be associated with him after this? Some sources claim that behind the scenes, Latisha is furious and that this incident might force her to rethink their future together. But for now, she's keeping her emotions under wraps. The public backlash, fans and critics weigh in as expected. The internet is buzzing with reactions to Marcel's arrest. Some people are defending him, while others believe this is just the beginning of his downfall. Supporters argue that it's a setup. Some diehard fans believe Marcel is being unfairly targeted and that his arrest might not be as serious as the media is portraying it. On the other hand, many of his critics argue that this was inevitable. They believe Marcel has always been involved in shady dealings and that his past finally caught up with him. Social media is exploding as news of his arrest spreads. Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube are all flooded with speculation and theories. Some people are even digging up old interviews and past controversies, claiming the signs were there all along. The bottom line is that Marcel's reputation has taken a major hit, and recovering from this won't be easy. The business impact. Will Marcel lose everything? Beyond his personal life, there's another major issue Marcel must deal with: his businesses. Is his company at risk? Marcel has built a successful career in construction and real estate, but now that his name is tied to a criminal case, will people still want to do business with him? Sponsors and endorsements. If Marcel has any brand deals or sponsorships, he could be in trouble. Companies don't want to be associated with scandal, and if this situation worsens, he could start losing deals. His public image may be too much of a liability for brands to continue supporting him. The show. Will he be fired? One of the biggest questions on everyone's mind is whether Marcel will still be part of Love and Marriage, Huntsville after this. Reality TV thrives on drama, but there's a limit to what networks will tolerate. If Marcel's legal troubles worsen, O may have no choice but to cut ties with him. Could this arrest be the beginning of the end for Marcel's reality TV career? What's next for Marcel Scott? With his reputation hanging in the balance, the question remains, what's next for Marcel Scott? Will he be able to turn things around, or has his past finally caught up with him? As the details continue to emerge, it's clear that Marcel's life is on the edge of a major transformation, and how he handles this situation could determine the future of his career and personal life. The road ahead is uncertain, but one thing is clear: Marcel Scott's world is about to change forever. The legal battle ahead. One thing is for sure: Marcel Scott's legal troubles are far from over. Court dates and charges await, and now that he's been arrested, Marcel will have to face the legal system. Will he plead guilty, or will he fight back? If the charges are serious, there's a chance that Marcel could end up behind bars. How long could he be facing, and is there any way for him to avoid jail time? Lawyer statement. Marcel's legal team will likely release a statement soon. Will they claim that he's innocent? Will they try to blame someone else? Or will they attempt to settle things quietly behind the scenes? Marcel Scott's arrest isn't just another celebrity scandal. It's a turning point that could completely change the course of his life. The question on everyone's mind is, how did we get here? What led to this moment? And is there more to the story than what's being reported? A history of controversy. To fully understand how Marcel ended up in this situation, we need to go way back and connect the dots because, believe it or not, the signs were there all along. Marcel's reputation has always been on the edge, long before his arrest. He didn't just become a polarizing figure as a reality TV star. He built a reputation that sparked heated debates, the infidelity rumors for years. Marcel was at the center of cheating allegations. Fans of Love and Marriage, Huntsville remember all too well how accusations kept surfacing about him stepping out on Latisha. Even Martell, who was caught up in his own scandal, suggested that Marcel wasn't so innocent. The rumors about his personal life have dogged him for years, but this arrest seems to take things to a new level. The shady business deals. Marcel built his name in the real estate and construction world, but some people always questioned how he really operated. Was his business as clean as he claimed, or was he involved in under-the-table dealings? His past has raised suspicions, and now, those suspicions are turning into serious legal trouble. His tense relationships with cast members. Marcel's personality made him a love him or hate him type of person. He often clashed with others on the show, and some even called him arrogant and manipulative. Could these same qualities have played a role in his legal troubles? His tough demeanor and aggressive approach to business and relationships might have led to more conflict than anyone realized. The truth is, Marcel has never been a stranger to controversy, but this time, things have gone way beyond just rumors and reality TV drama. The arrest. What really happened that night? While the details of Marcel's arrest are still slowly coming to light, sources close to the situation claim that it wasn't just a simple misunderstanding. So, what exactly went down that night? The initial incident, according to reports, authorities were tipped off about Marcel's involvement in something questionable. Some say it was business-related, while others believe it was a personal dispute that escalated. Whatever the reason, the incident appears to have been serious enough to draw the attention of law enforcement. The arrest witnesses claim that the police showed up unexpectedly, catching Marcel off guard. Some say he tried to talk his way out of it, while others report that he was visibly shaken when he realized what was happening. This suggests that Marcel might have been blindsided by the severity of the situation. The charges. This is where things get even murkier. Official reports suggest that Marcel is facing serious allegations, but the exact nature of those charges remains unclear. Was it fraud? Was it assault? Or is it something else entirely? The biggest question remains, was this a setup, or is Marcel really guilty? The impact on Latisha Scott. Will this break their marriage? One of the biggest unanswered questions in this entire situation is what Latisha Scott thinks about all of this. For years, she stood by Marcel through every scandal, rumor, and accusation. But now, things have changed. This isn't just gossip. This is real life. Will Latisha continue to defend him? Some believe she will once again stand by her husband, refusing to believe the allegations. However, others think this might be the final straw. After years of defending him, Latisha may finally be seeing the truth, and this could be the end of their marriage. Let's not forget, Latisha is a businesswoman herself. She has her own brand and reputation to protect. Will she be willing to let Marcel's scandal take her down too? Sources claim that behind closed doors, Latisha is furious, but will she finally break her silence? Or will she continue to play the role of the loyal wife? One thing's for sure, this arrest could change everything between them. The legal battle. Will Marcel beat the charges? Now that Marcel has been arrested, the next phase begins, the legal battle. This is where things get even more intense because if he's convicted, his entire future could be at risk. Will Marcel try to clear his name, or will he face the consequences of his actions? If the charges against him are serious, the legal process could drag on for months or even years. The question of whether Marcel will serve jail time, face fines, or be able to strike a deal with prosecutors remains to be seen. The outcome will depend on the nature of the charges and the strength of his defense. If Marcel does end up in jail, it could be the final blow to his career and personal life. However, if he's able to clear his name, he might have a chance to rebuild his reputation, but it won't be easy. What's next? As Marcel Scott's legal battle unfolds, the pressure is mounting. His reputation, his marriage, his career, and his future are all at stake. The coming months will determine whether he can overcome these legal challenges, or if this is the beginning of a long and difficult road ahead. One thing is clear, Marcel Scott's life will never be the same again. The road to recovery, if there is one, will be full of obstacles, and how he handles this situation could define the rest of his life. Some believe that Marcel will try to make this go away quietly, cutting a deal behind the scenes to avoid a full-blown trial. Others think he won't back down without a fight and will use his money, connections, and legal team to contest the charges. Could he face jail time? Depending on the charges, Marcel could be looking at serious consequences. Will he walk away with a justified outcome, or could he end up behind bars? This legal fight is just beginning, and the outcome could determine everything for Marcel Scott. What's next for Marcel? Right now, Marcel Scott is facing the biggest challenge of his life. Everything he's worked for, his career, reputation, and marriage, now hangs in the balance. The question is, can he recover from this, or is this truly the end? Here are the possibilities. He beats the charges and rebuilds. If Marcel clears his name, he might try to spin the story, coming out of this looking like the victim. He loses everything and fades from the spotlight if things go south. Marcel could find himself blacklisted, No reality TV deals, no business opportunities, just a ruined reputation. The truth comes out, and it's worse than we thought. Some insiders claim that this arrest is just the beginning, and even more shocking details could be coming soon. The next few months will decide Marcel's future, whether he can recover or if this marks the end of his career and personal life as he knows it.